Alpine, nope. Audi, nope. Aston Martin, no way. Christian Horner keeps getting rejected, and when Toto Wolff and Adrian Newey are among those closing the door on you, you have to wonder, is Formula One done with Christian Horner? First, we have the Red Bull exit. He was sacked by them in July of 2025 after 20 years. The circumstances around his departure were very well documented. He was replaced by Laurent Mekies, of course, and Red Bull quickly moved on. Horner publicly said he has unfinished business in F1, but unfinished business and a way back in are two very different things. So then we begin the rejection tour. At Alpine, Horner was well positioned to buy a 24% stake in the team. It looked like his clearest route back into F1, but then Toto Wolff and Mercedes stepped in and shut that door. Think about that. Wolff actively intervened to block Horner's return. At Audi, he was briefly linked as a potential TP candidate, but that door also closed quickly. At Aston Martin, he met with Lawrence Stroll, but guess what? He's not in the running. And the reason is simple. Newey is specifically opposed to working with Horner again. Their history at Red Bull makes that relationship essentially impossible. Newey's preference for Wheatley also closed that door on Horner. And by the way, if you want to know whether Horner ever finds his way back in, hit follow because this story is not over. So here's my verdict. Horner is a proven winner. He's got 6 constructor championships with Red Bull. It's clear he has the mindset and experience that F1 demands, but every door closing isn't an accident. There's a reason the paddock keeps saying no. My read? He gets back in eventually, but not in the way he wants. The question is whether any team is willing to take that risk. Christian Horner is one of the most successful team principals in Formula One history, but right now the paddock is telling him something. And whether he listens or keeps knocking on doors, one thing is clear: F1 hasn't heard the last of Christian Horner.